another piece of new equipment we got. Came in from Germany because the person who makes this, the brand is King of Weighted. His name is Michael Scholes. He's a really great calisthenics trainer. And so this is a very strong, stable, and adjustable dip bar. It's really why I love it, because it's adjustable. I'm going to show you how to adjust it, because that's the important thing with dips, is adjusting the size, because everybody's body sizes are different. It's also really good for weighted dips, which is an important thing that we want to do. So let's just start with the standard use, okay? The first thing is it goes up and down, and it goes in and out. Now, why would we do this? Okay. The important thing with up, mostly the important thing is I don't want my feet to be on the ground. I want to have straight legs, no touch. I don't want to have my legs up here. Now, there's some instructions on the wall, and you can see the picture over here showing that this is a lot of times people have their belly sticking out and their legs up like this. Okay, the problem is that this is a very weak position, and we want to be in a very strong position for doing dips. We need to do a few things I'm going to explain, but it's a very total body technical movement, and we really should try to do it right. So I'm going to try to explain how we do that. All right, so first thing is, for a short person like me, not very tall, this is really high enough. This is set on the 11, okay? But like, you can see the 11 that it's set on. If we lower this, like down here, it would be too low. My feet would be on the ground, okay? For me, this is great. For a really tall guy, we can go all the way up a little more, and almost any person, at a very, very tall person, will be able to have feet off the ground. So that's step one. Now, here's the thing. The higher it is, I got to get up there. Now, I'm going to first do this with no weight, just body weight. Okay, so without any weight, just free body weight, like this, or we can do them with a belt, and this is a special belt, and we can hang plates and do what's called weighted dips. So we'll talk about that second. But let's start with the no weight, because that's perfectly fine. And you should start without weight. Now I'll say that again, it's very important. Start without weight and develop your repetitions, because your shoulders and the joints, they need to get used to doing this exercise. It is a stressful exercise on the shoulder, and it takes some practice. So I would like everyone who's not experienced in dips to develop a certain comfort with doing even 10 to 30 dips without weight before you go to weights. So let's just look at that. Now, since this is really quite high, I got to jump, really jump, all right? Let's say there's no box. So if I had no box, I'm not even sure. I'll try. I mean, okay, oof, all right, that's a lot of work. I had to really jump up there. Now, we're going to keep a box here to make this easier, okay? This is the temporary box. I'm building a box for the dips. It's coming soon. But right now, this is our basic box for the gym. This is good enough. So let me just show you. There'll be a box here. Here's how you do this. You keep the box a little bit away from the dips, so when I go onto the dips, I have a clear space for my legs. But if I step up here, now look where I am. Now it's very, very easy for me to come up, okay? So this is step one. Now, here's a key point with the dip. These scapula, my scapula here, okay, backbones, the shoulder blade, they can be wide out here or they can be pulled in, okay? and they can be pushed forward this way, which is called protracted, or they can be pulled back into retraction. What I need to do is I need to push my shoulder blades against my ribs. I don't want them to be loose. I need to squeeze them like that. So you see what I'm doing? I'm taking my shoulder blades and I'm squeezing them this way. I don't know if I can say it in words. You have to feel it. I'm squeezing like that. Now there's a muscle under here. Everybody has. It's called the serratus muscle, and that serratus muscle will pull your shoulder blades to your ribs. What that's going to do is make my shoulders stable. Okay, if my shoulders are forward like that and my chest is out, I have no shoulder stability. It's going to really hurt. It won't be a good experience. So push those shoulder blades to the ribs, which is going to end up making you look like this. The chest is going to be tight, the shoulder is going to be tight. I'm going to be squeezed like that when I'm at the top. So that's the top. It's going to look like that. You see? Now, when I go down, what I want to do is get my elbows back. And I'm going to be kind of bending a little bit. So it's almost like if I put myself in this position, I'm almost in a bench press position at the bottom. See, I'm here, but it's like a decline bench. That's the position I'm going to be at the bottom. I'm going to push down, and I'm going to come up. And then I'm going to go back down, keep that tightness, and push up. So I'll show you a few reps. Let's try 10 and see how we go. All right. See, my elbow position is here. I'm going to try to get it long if I can. If you can't, this is okay. But you're going to go for the best you can handle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, box, back, done. Now, if I'm training with only body weight, I'm going to maybe take a break. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and do another set, maybe for 10 or more. What I'm going to try to do is reach 100 repetitions, no weight. Before I use weights, I want to try to do 100 in one day. Maybe 30, 30, 30, 10, or 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. But when I can do 100, I've reached a kind of level of strength that then we can add some weight, because the weight puts a lot more stress. So let me just show you what weight looks like when we do that. All right, now I'm going to do some weight. All right, now this is for the more advanced dipping with weights. Let's just get the basics here. The belts in the gym that have these rings on the side here and the clips, these will work. You can also use these basic chain belts too. They'll work too, but they're going to kind of, the difference is these chains are going to pull you a little bit on the leg. It's not quite as comfortable. You can still use them, but these are designed for this. So there's no leg irritation. So I have these hanging up in the front and the back, and if you can use these, use these. You can use these too. So I'm going to take the carabiner open, and now I'm going to pick a weight. For me, because I'm not that good yet, so I'm purposely picking a 20 kilogram weight. Now this is, we have the instructions on the wall, but this is 1/4 of my body weight. I weigh 80, this is 20. It's not a very high amount, because people do competition, sometimes total body weight, like 80 kilogram guy does 80 kilogram dips. That's really hard. Now they do only 1 or 2 repetitions. It's competitive dipping, but even a quarter, it's going to be kind of heavy for me, but I'm going to do it, okay? So I'm going to try it and see what I can do. Maybe I'll just do 5. All right, and I'm going to hook it on. And it's a really different experience. Okay, now I need the box. Now the box is very important because I can't jump up. I cannot. So I'm going to take the plate and put it on the box. All right, now I'm going to step up. Okay, now I'm ready to get myself in position to do the weighted dip because I don't have to go up. I could just roll onto the bar, and that's what I'm going to do. And I want to just point out one more important thing. If we open this thing up and we open this and loosen these here, we can widen this out. I can make this wider, or I can pull here and make it narrower, okay? This is very important, okay? Because the width of the bar is going to change the feeling a lot. Most people need to be kind of close, like shoulder side. If you go out here, it puts a lot of stress on your shoulder. It feels kind of hard. So that's one reason why we have this. So it's these two. You got to pull out and turn it. So I've set this. There's a mark here, number 2. That's the right for me. If you're a bigger person, you want to go wider, fine. But you know, some of the women, smaller bodies, they might want to come closer, okay? Just be aware that we're going to go height control and width control. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do 5. Same body movement, weighted. All right. I keep my legs in front, and here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5. All right. Okay, so that was 5 with 20 kilograms. Wasn't easy at all. It was pretty hard, but I did it. And that's it. So I suggest that you bring dips into your training. It's a great exercise. Maybe one day you do no weight, body weight, and the other day you play with the weights. And then, since I'm pushing down, the other exercise might be going up. And then I got a really good chest workout because I got down pushing and the other exercise was up pushing, and that's just great for my upper chest pushing day. So there you go. Dips.